Do you know the difference between informational marketing and emotional marketing? Welcome back to the Coach to Coach series, and I'm going to show you the difference by getting you emotionally connected right now. And I'm going to tell you up front that at the end of this marketing journey and this episode, there's going to be a pitch for a program. Now, I tell you this up front because it doesn't matter if you know you are still going to be invested and connected anyways, because that's what good marketing does. Now, this is going to start with two questions and a realization. And the first question is your business where you want it to be right now? No, it's probably not. You're here, you're watching the Coach to Coach series because you feel you need more clients, you want a greater following, you want more people on your coaching calls, you want to make more money because you feel you deserve more, and that's because you feel that the level of your effort up until now should be rewarded with progress of always growing and getting bigger. This is what we want as business owners, and this is what we want as coaches. Which leads to the second question, do you feel like you've hit a wall? That there hasn't been any growth lately and you are at a stalemate? And the answer to that is fuck yeah, you do. You feel that something is preventing you from getting more clients. You feel it's preventing you from hitting 30 to 50K cash months, from growing your group community, but you don't know what it is. You're saying to yourself, I have tried everything, and for some reason, I just keep hitting the same sticking point. And I know what that feels like because I felt this way in all three of my businesses. Chasing goals, searching for growth, always grinding for a little bit of success to appear to validate the way that I was feeling. Now, in my first business, I spent hundreds of unpaid hours driving to clients' homes, cleaning out their fridges and their pantries because I thought that that was going to be the thing that would make them more successful with their health and fitness. And I had no boundaries while doing that. And so what happened is people took advantage. They took advantage of my time. They took advantage of my level of commitment. They weren't as invested. And so what happened was I started to hate that business. I started to hate the way that I was operating every single day, even though I was still doing something that I loved, which was coaching. So I knew after that fourth or fifth client going back into that pantry and saying, shit, there's more Cheetos here. I knew that I had to pivot and this couldn't be the way that I build my business. So then I went into my second business, my training studio, and I worked from 5 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. every single evening, burning the candle at both ends, thinking that I had to be the one to personally work with every client, and I never got a free weekend off. That sucked because I was in a relationship. I had a fiance. I had friends. I wanted to do things outside of business, but I had no time. Every single ounce of every day, I was trying to market more. I was trying to work on different promotions. I was trying to connect with different professionals. I was trying to work with networking groups to try and grow a business because I thought that I had to be the person to do literally everything. And in having no time, what happened is I started to get unhealthy. I became the coach who started to have weight issues. I became the coach who started to have digestive problems. I became the fitness coach who was far from being healthy and fit. And so in my mind, I knew again I was doing something I loved, but I had to pivot. So coming into my third business, my supplement company, I did everything to get that company off the floor. From weekly networking, I did charity events, I posted content daily, all desperately trying to get people's attention so that way they could work and buy from me, thinking the only way to build my business was to put in more time and work even harder. Because that's what I would see on social media, hustle culture, daily grind. You have to put in the effort every single day in order for you to be able to see an exceptional amount of results. And so what happened was I started to have the wrong priorities. I started to focus more on how do I make more money? How do I spend more time? How do I double down on what I'm doing? Instead of thinking to myself, how can I change what I'm doing to make it more effective? And how can I start to take back some more time by allowing other people in my business to build trust? Whether it would be hire employees, build a team, have people to support me. So in having those wrong priorities, I ended up becoming filled with regrets. Now, through those 6 years of business, I did a lot of things that you guys probably did as coaches and business owners. I hired Facebook marketers, hoping that some type of a play or some type of a marketing thing would be the key to getting consistent leads. I hired SEO experts, hoping that I'd be able to jack up all of my Google presence to the point where people would just keep flowing to me every day. I joined coaching groups. And these coaching groups taught me recycled challenges. They told me to do certain low barrier offers, and that people had to ascend through a 15 offer thing from free to paid in order for them to build trust. And I worked with mentors on my money mindset, thinking to myself, maybe it's because I don't feel that I'm worth the money or that I deserve the money, that I'm not getting the income level or I'm not getting the client base that I feel I deserve building these businesses. But in doing all of those things, it still didn't change the disconnect that I felt seeing other coaches hit 50K months, seeing them build $1 million movements, they're selling high ticket programs, when I was doing the same things, but I could not generate the same results. I thought that their business goals would make me happy. I thought that the success that I was seeing on my socials and my Facebook feed and in those coaching groups that I paid for, I thought that if I got their level of success, that I would lead to a level of fulfillment for me, that I would finally feel happy in my life and finally feel happy in my business journey. So I did what probably every single one of you have done. I borrowed their goals and I borrowed their success benchmarks for my business. But here's what I couldn't borrow. I could not borrow the conviction behind their goals. I couldn't borrow the persona of who they were, and I could not borrow their why behind what they were doing. And those three things are important. If you do not know why you're doing something, then you're not going to put in the effort. If you are trying to be a copy of somebody else, then how can you generate the same results? And if you don't have any conviction behind the goal, well, then is the goal really something that's important to you? And that's when I realized something. I realized I got caught up in the emotional marketing. I was looking on socials, feeling emotions that weren't mine. I would see what another coach had saying, hey, I want to sell low ticket only. And I'm like, that's what I need to do. I would look on another business person's feed and say, they're doing free challenges. That's the way that I need to do it because it's the only way to build trust. I was working towards becoming a control V coach, copy and paste just like everyone else. And I share this because all of these goals that I wanted, all of these goals that they were hitting, all of these 50K cash months and $1 million run rates, all of these things come from a place of lack. I spent those first years, 6 years in business, making every single decision to grow my business from the feeling of lack, from an emotional low wanting to become an emotional high. And this is why I share this with you. Notice that when you are being marketed to as a coach, they tell you that you're lacking. They tell you you're lacking the tools, that there's a specific thing that you're missing, preventing you from hitting the results you want. They tell you that you lack the knowledge, that you're not in business enough, and that they know some type of a secret sauce that you don't have. They say that you're lacking the training, and that there's not enough hours that you've put in and you have to double down and hustle what you're doing. They say you lack the experience, and most importantly, they're saying that you're lacking the how. And this is why you haven't broken past that wall or that plateau in your business. This is why you haven't hit the 50K cash month, or you haven't gotten to 75 clients in your coaching, because you're missing something. You're doing something wrong. You don't know how to get there. But here's what I'm going to pose to you. That's not true at all. I don't believe that that is true. After all, look at how far you have come in your business. If you are as far as I know you are, you have clients that you are actively working with every single day. And for those clients, you deliver phenomenal results and create life-changing transformations for those clients, because everyone who chooses you always sees a good result. And in building your business, you show up daily and you provide great values on your socials, on your Facebook feed, on your Instagram. You're always putting up content. You're always doing trainings and seminars, and people are showing up there. And you're getting people to sign up. You're getting people to pay you, and you're getting them to make commitments to themselves for this to happen, even if it's on a small scale. So here's what that means. It means that you are using the tools, that you do know the how, that you understand the systems and principles of building business, which means you have all the experience that you need. When you wanted something bad enough, when you wanted it to work for you, even outside your business, you took action and it always worked out for you. You always got the thing. And even outside of that business, you wanted the relationship, you got it. You wanted the house, you got it. You wanted the deposit for this, you made it happen. So anything you wanted, it always worked for you. So the question becomes, why isn't this working for your growth in your business right now? So here's your one realization. It's not the how or the tools. It's the uncertainty behind your goals, the not stepping into your own persona, and having no why behind what you are doing. And here's what I mean by this. If you don't know why 50K cash months is important to you, you're not going to work to hit it if you are unsure. If you don't know who your program helps and why you want a community, then your community and your program will never be big because you will hesitate to promote it if you keep talking like other coaches on socials. And if you're talking like other coaches on socials, then you will never experience fulfillment in your brand, and you'll never be okay with your level of growth in your business because you're trying to base it off of someone else's goals. And I know what you're thinking, but what about the action, Andrew? I'm obsessed with action. Yeah, okay, you still need to take action daily to build your business, for sure. But here's the thing, the way you take action and those actions themselves, they become fundamentally different than the way that you've done them before. When you are actually fully aligned in your business, you're going to market your own way, which may look like using stories or it may look like using live trainings. But it's going to be you. You will deliver your own way, which may look like a giant group container of 50 people, or maybe it looks like 20 high-value clients a year that you're working one-on-one with, but it's going to be your own way. You're going to sell your own way, which might look like weekly consult calls, but could also be DM sales. It's going to be up to you, and you're going to grow your own way, which might look like a giant team of 20, but it could also be just a $2 million biz of you and a VA. And this is exactly why I built the Coach to Coach program. Because I believe in business and as coaches, you can absolutely build your own business in a way that protects your time, that makes you great money, that helps as many clients as you want, that still provides you with the quality and balance of life that you deserve in running a business. You deserve that quality of life in running your business. And I want you to imagine something. Just imagine having a value stack funnel system. You have this inside your system, and it's one that allows people to learn more about your business, but it also lets them build trust quickly with you, enough for them to start reaching out to you for support, and they're reaching out to you daily in the DMs. Imagine having client converting content, where every single day on your feed, you are showcasing your daily message in a way where you attract the best and highest version of your clients with your posts. And these people, they're ready to pay you in full every single time. Imagine having a no BS way of doing sales, where you can DM or consult without a script, and you can just come from a place of care to make a recommendation for your offer, just like doctors prescribe to a patient. Imagine having your back-end systems on repeat, where you get to just focus on coaching while knowing that your emails, your onboarding, and your team are all working together without you. That that is something you can get into alignment. That is something that is excited to work towards a goal. That is going to be the thing that you wake up every single day genuinely wanting to go forward. And so when you create those goals and you create them for yourself, those things will happen for you. You'll hit the 50K month when you're building your business in alignment with you, when you're not a copy and paste version of someone else. When you build your business your way, when you market your business your way, when you show up and deliver your business your way, people will fall in love with you as a coach. They'll fall in love with your brand. They will want to work with your company, and they will actively refer. And so it doesn't matter if you have the exact thing like every other coach, you will still hit all of the goals that you were looking for. And how clear is a why when you have a business that you have fallen in love with? It's damn clear. You wake up every single day being fired up about your business, wanting to work with clients because you know that you're not forced to do it a specific way, that you just get to show up to a consult call. And when someone says, I'm kind of nervous, you say, hey, I get it. I'm just here to help you, instead of, I absolutely need to push this person into a program. And so in being in alignment, the why, the conviction, and your persona all appear, and that's what's going to break you through that plateau. Right now, the Coach to Coach program is accepting applications for coaches starting November 1st. And Coach to Coach is where you need to be to step into that persona of you, to get clear on the why, to have the conviction behind goals that are set for yourself, so then you can start to take action in a way that is fully aligned with you. And through that process, yes, you're still going to have action that you are doing daily, but the actions that you do daily, you're actually going to be fired up and excited about because they're going to fundamentally change the lives of everyone that you're working with. As a coach, it's going to be about being your own brand. It's going to be about marketing your own way so you can connect authentically to the right people, which is going to be your people. And this is exactly what I go through with Coach to Coach. And I'm so excited that we are launching the program to start November 1st because there are so many coaches and biz owners out there who every single day they're trying to become this carbon copy of another business. This is why you're not seeing the result. This is why you're not getting where you feel you should be at. And there's a level of patience in that, but there's also a level of persistency when you have a true connection to your why. And this is where, when I created our online coaching company, my why became so clear. And so the ways that I ran my 3 other companies before, I did not do it the same way. I did not try to copy somebody else. You'll see in my messaging doesn't look like any other coach. And that's because that's not me. This is who I am right now. And all of the people who work in Coach to Coach are solely about creating a message and a brand and authenticity that speaks to them. And this is why no 2 businesses can operate the same. This is why no 2 people can be working on the same goals, because you're not the same person. You're not at the same stage. You're not working through the same things in life. And so it gets super clear on the why and allows you to connect authentically, not just with your clients, but also with your business. Now, because we're accepting applications for November 1st, if you want information on the program, DM me, and you can DM me on Instagram at Coach Andrew Costa, or you can go into my email that I've dropped in the show notes here, but DM me C2C. So this is C, the number 2, and C for more info on the program. You belong in here. And here's where I share this and why I share this. This is emotional marketing, and it's the only marketing that matters. When you have a true connection to a message, you don't need to talk about what's in your program. When you have a true connection, you don't need to talk about how many calls you get or what's involved in those calls, because truthfully, that doesn't matter. Emotional marketing can be done in two ways. It can be done from lack, and you know what that feels like, or it can be done in a way that inspires and uplevels people in a way that gets them fired up to work with you. Emotional marketing, the only marketing that matters. DM me C2C for more info on the program. That's all for this episode. Thanks, guys, and we'll see you on the next one.